Hey everybody, welcome back to the Gamers Vault, and I'm your host, James. First off, let's get it out of the way now. Where have I been? That's probably what you guys have been thinking. I've been sick, actually. I had a problem with the throat, and it was closing up on me. My doctor gave me some medicine, and I couldn't use my voice for a bit. I had to take it a little bit easy, so unfortunately, I wasn't able to make any videos, and it took a longer process than expected. That's the short of it. I'm not going to get into the drastics of it all, but I'm doing better now. It's just a slow process from what I understand. Second thing is, I wanted to tell everybody, those of you guys who are celebrating, happy holidays to you guys. It is Christmas season. This is a week before Christmas, so I wanted to say happy holidays to all of you guys. This episode, I could have done it two ways. I could have said, you know what, let me just do some gaming news and then go from there. I didn't want to cheap out like that. I mean, I'm not saying it's cheap out or cop out for it. I wanted to do something better. You guys deserve better. Those of you guys who subscribe to me, I appreciate you do that for me on this channel. Just watching one of my videos helps me. At least little by little gaming, a little bit more notoriety in the retro field. So, thank you. But today I wanted to do two things I wanted to discuss. One, I am doing my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/James2113. I have a green screen coming too on top of it. So the green screen's even going to be better than I mean, you're going to see it. It's really nice. I really have it set up. Haven't set it up just yet, but it is going to be set up soon. Today on the Gamers Vault is the modding of a PlayStation original. Why would I do this? There's no need to do that. You can do emulators. You can use your computer. I thought the same thing as well. My brother, my stepbrother Scott, he is autistic. He's borderline autistic, but he's a good guy. He's a good kid. I asked him the other day. He had all these new systems, but he wanted to play. He insisted to play Resident Evil on Resident Evil. Yeah, that one. On the original PlayStation. And I asked him why. And I was like, you know, what is, like, why? And he said to me, you know, I could play it on PlayStation 2. But it's not the same. I need the feel of it. And we all know what he means by that, you know? And I get it. It was there and I got it. It was like, you know what, Scott, you're right. So this episode is kind of dedicated to him. And this is an episode I'm giving it to him on that one. So I'm modding out an original PlayStation, and I'm going to take you guys along for the ride. What am I doing? Why am I doing? Another reason why I'm doing it is I have a PlayStation copied bootleg disc I want to play. Now, I don't like to buy bootleg disc. I really, really, really don't. There's only one stipulation in my entire life that I will say, okay, it's forgivable to buy a bootleg disc. As you all know, I am a huge fan of Persona, but my fiance is even bigger than me, and I've got a lot of them in my collection. Recently, when we went to Too Many Games, I finally got the last one for my original PlayStation collection of Persona Revelations. So I thought that was it, right? Wrong. I have a couple of PSP games, but I digress. I don't want to go too farther out. So the one that's expensive that people know right now is this one. This is Persona Eternal Punishment. So this is a very expensive game now, but this is my fiance's original copy of her game, and it is in our collection. We do have it. So I can play this on my PlayStation, right? Yeah, you can still play it. It's original. It's not bootleg. This is straight up. I own it. It's complete. I own it. But trying to find out through a lot of investigating, I found out that they made another one of Persona 2. And I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? What? Yeah, I was shocked. So they made this one, Persona 2 Innocent Sin. Now, my copy comes straight from Osaka, Japan. So, unfortunately, I can't read it. but you guys get to see what it looks like. Their game cases look better than ours. I hate you, Sony. That's why I don't mind modding your... Sorry, guys. Anyway, they have the PlayStation logo on the sides. I'm going to try to get it right here. There you go. PlayStation logo on the side right here. On both sides. And then you go inside of it. It's the manual. Of course, Japanese. And the Japanese disc. And again, on original American PlayStation, you can't play this. It is locked to the region. After this mod that we do, the Multitude Mode 3 mod, it's 1 chip and 4 wires. It'll play this game. It'll play any copy games I throw at it. So that's one thing. I went on Etsy the other day, and I was like, this is pretty cool. They had a lot of good stuff on Etsy. I always bring them up all the time. So one guy was making bootleg games. And again, I wanted a complete Persona collection. Even though Atlas did not release Innocent Sin to us, they gave us Eternal Punishment. They released Innocent Sin, I believe later on. They released it on the PSP. But I don't have that. And it's really, really, really expensive. If you check on eBay right now, it can go up towards like $100 for a PSP game. I'm not going to do that. That's stupid. So I went on Etsy, and this guy was selling Innocent Sin for the original PlayStation. But he did warn all his buyers. He goes, 1, this is free. You can go online right now, and I'm selling it to you guys right now. You can go online right now, look up the ISO. Someone translated the Innocent Sin, and you can play it right now for free. But I don't want that. I'm a physical owner. I gotta have it physical. It's gotta be in my hands. It's gotta be tangible. So I spent $28, and he made me this. Persona 2, Innocent Sin. It is definitely stretched the picture. This is like the PSP version of the picture. Not only did he do that, if you look at the disc, I'm gonna open it up real quick. It's funny. So there's the disc. He did a good job. It's a black labeled disc for the PlayStation. I thought that was hilarious. He did an awesome job making this. Just before you guys say anything else, no. He did not copy the guide. This is just a filler. So it's just something that... wow, it looks nice. That's basically it. It's not a guide. On the other side, he also threw in the actual music disc. So this is the mini soundtrack for Innocent Sin. Again, he used the black label, and it looks phenomenal. So if you guys want, I'll throw the link at the bottom below, so you guys can check it out yourselves. I'm going to mod it out, and we're going to try my copied version of Innocent Sin today. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright guys, so we're going to start with this. This is the Multi-Mode 3 MM3 chip for the PlayStation 1 original. They do have a lot of different chips out there, but this is the ones that are mainly made for the consoles. This one was pre-programmed and pre-wired. The reason why that's important is programming this chip will allow you to do the stuff that you want to do with it, burn copy games, homebrew, or all the other stuff. Just like what I was talking about in the intro video with the Persona Innocent Sin that I have, this is what's going to help me to play that game on this console. We're going to start with this as much as I can. If you can bring it in close if you can. If you can, it's okay. On this chip, the reason why I'm going to say this is important is because they're pre-wired. So we're going to start out with this little indentation, which is right over here. And then this dot, which is right here. It's really small. And going from this way to this way, I'm going to show you what it is. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, why is that important? If there's going to be a wiring diagram I'm going to show, I got it from a site, so I think I'll show that somewhere around here. And on that wiring diagram, as you saw, it had numbers, and each number, corresponding number, is what we need to solder onto the board. So each corresponding number you see there is the corresponding number you see on this chip. So a lot of these wires I'm going to get rid of. But the guy did pre-wire it for me, and I do appreciate it, but we won't need all these wires. But other variations of the PlayStation 1 will need these wires, all the way up to the Mini. So if you want to mod your Mini, you can still use this, but the wires in the diagram are going to be different. This is only going to be for the Model Scph 1001 series. So I'm going to show you what I mean. So this is my 1001. I got it from a thrift store for about 10 bucks. To be honest with you. And the reason why this is so special is if you turn your model this way, you recognize it like this, you're going to see it has the composite out cables and of course the parallel port. Now variations changed later on where it just had just the AV cable, excuse me, and then of course the there would be no parallel port, or maybe there'll just be one parallel port. But at the end, they got rid of this completely. This board actually has it. Is it rare? Not really. It's just a variant. They make different ones out there. This is just a variant of the board. So, for this particular board, the sequence is going to be modded. We're only going to have 4 wires modded to this board. That's it. Only 4. And it's going to go like this. 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. I'm probably going to show the picture again so you guys can take a look at what I'm talking about. It's going to be hard for me to solder this on and show you at the same time. I'm not god at soldering, so please forgive me if you do see it that way. Then with the multi-mode 3, I'm going to flatten it out like this. And I'm just gonna either hot glue it, or we're just gonna yeah, we're gonna hot glue it. It's easier. I'm gonna hot glue it to the board and then run the wires, and then that's it. So that's how it's gonna work on my board. So without further ado, I'm just gonna skip through the soldering process so you guys can see it after the soldering, because it's not much to show you. It's gonna be hard for me to videotape it. So I'm gonna show you what it's gonna look like after everything's done. So be right back. Alright guys, so we're back. As you can see, my mod or soldering skills are not the best in the world, but they are there. I'm going to do the best I can to show you without it going like that. Sorry about that, my camera is not the best in the world. But as you can see, all 4 wires are now attached. Underneath it I have double-sided tape. I ran out of my regular glue, so I'm gonna have to go to the store, but I wanted to at least show you that the chip is resting nicely on double-sided non-electrical tape. The electrical tape is just there to hold down the wires. I gotta do a better job with it because the wires still come up. They're not so bad. I think AW3 or something like that effect. They're very thin wires and they're very easy to work with. As you can see, I cut down them considerably because they don't need to be that long. Really don't, because they're just gonna sit underneath the chip, and that's the end of it. So let's put our PlayStation back together and try a copy game. Try my Persona Innocent Sin, the translated version. Alright, so I put everything back together, and as you can see, I have my PlayStation already open. I have the spring trick on here, so there's a spring in there that holds the button down that allows the disc to play while the door's open. That's nothing special about it. I just had it lying around. I was like, screw it, I'll throw it in there. But this is my copy of Persona 2 Innocent Sin translated. And let's see if my multitude works. So I'm going to turn it on. The reason why I'm showing you this first, I want you guys to see that I'm not doing a switcheroo on you guys. This is an actual PlayStation, the one that we just modded. So we're going to turn it on. And then we're going to look at my Xbox demo. That's right. We're going to use my Xbox demo's television to play a Sony system. Isn't that ironic? If it's a little crooked for the camera, guys, I apologize. I'm getting a new stand. So, anyway, let's go ahead and fix that a little. There we go. It's a little crooked, guys, but I apologize. My stand sucks. I'm getting rid of this one. So this is called Devil Hackers. They're just telling you if you bought this, you got duped. I bought this, but I bought this knowingly because the way the guy did it, I love the way it worked. So, as you can see, the Multitude Mode 3 chip works perfectly fine on my system. It is playing the game perfect. This again, a copied game. Once it gets in, I'm gonna just show you guys a little bit. Ooh, drop something there. That doesn't work too well, but whatever. See, it translates it from Japanese to English. So the guys who did do the hack on this was fantastic. As you can see, it'll play the sequences as well, the same as anything else. So you know what? Let's just start the game. And mind you, since it is a Japanese game, it is still Japanese controls, so I think it's X to start a game. Nope, it's not. It's circle. So we're going to get into the game just for a minute. I'm just going to show you guys that it is translated and it is the copied version of the game, so you guys can see fully that the mod did work. There you go, delinquency. Yo, on your way home, huh? Are ya? All right. Anyway, I'm gonna be honest with you. Two things. One, this was the easiest mod I have ever done on a console. That's so easy. So I recommend everyone that if you can do it, do it. Two, if you're doing it and you're gonna play it on a flat screen television, it's gonna look a little blurry because it's never meant to play on a flat screen TV. So make sure you keep around those what do you call that? Tube televisions. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this version of the Gamers Vault. I will try to get another mod or some news soon to you guys. It is the holidays for me, so this week is going to be really hard for me to shoot another video because of the Christmas season. But overall, I did have fun. I hope you guys did too. Leave some comments down below. What would you have done differently? What would you like to see in the next video? Any suggestions or comments, I definitely recommend it. I had fun doing this. I hope you guys had fun watching. Take care, and I'll see you next time in the vault.